Alright guys, so we are back, and as you guys can see, this number is a lot higher than it was last time, and that is thanks to the fact that I have sold, we can actually check the number if we go out, we have sold 61 players since last episode, or including the ones that sold while last episode was going. So I'm glad that I'm actually recording because I can get rid of all of these, but before I do, I want to go over a couple of the notable ones. So first of all, this guy, I sold him so many times. Actually, to win him, I was outbid on him. That's really annoying. Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, so we sold all of these players for a profit, basically. Maybe one or two I sold for pretty much exactly the same that I bought them. But the idea here is, in order to make money, you have to sell more players, right? You can't expect to just make 5k on each player. You have to be willing to take 100 coins here, 100 coins here, 100 coins here, 100 coins here. And you can see that with most of these. I mean, 400, 650, 650, 400. Most of these I'm picking up for 200 and 300 coins, and I'm selling them for 400, 500. Some of them for 800, some of them for 600, but those are the kind of the outliers. Most of them are 400 or 300. So you're making 100 coins, 200 coins each time, and then by the time you've done a couple of rounds of it, right, you will end up having made, like I did, probably more than 10k. I'm pretty sure I've made more than that. So I'm gonna show you guys right now what my technique for doing this was, and it's really simple. First, you just throw on silver, and then you do a max price of 350 coins. You don't want to have the bidding price any higher than that, and then you want to put like 700, 650, and I start with 700, then I change back on to 650, and then I just throw 8k in there, right? Because so the reason we're doing this is 350 is going to make sure that we can bid very low amounts of money on players, and then this is going to make sure that we're filtering out all of the garbage players that have just been listed a little bit more than their price. So like if they're worth 400, they're listed as 600 just because someone listed them early or something. That's going to filter out a lot of those, and then 8k make sure that we're not getting all of the just people who are too lazy to fully list their players and they're just putting them as 10k. So what you do then is you look through and you see if there are any players that actually have a reason for being this expensive. Usually it's going to be you can usually just ignore the non-rares, right? So compare price on this silver rare, he's going for 700 at the mint. So I make a bid for him for 300. That means that if I can sell him on, if I make that 300 purchase, and then I sell him on for, let's say, 650, that's a 350 coin increase for me. Right, so you're 800, yep. So we're going to list him up, and this is a more typical one, so we're going to say maybe 700 just to undercut them a little bit, and then just to make sure we don't lose any money on him, we're going to put him slightly, the starting price, so if someone bids on him, it's slightly more than what we started with there. So this guy I had a lot of success with. I found him as soon as I started looking, and yeah, he's expensive, but it's quite often that you'll find that he has a card that is going for like 300 coins, and I just missed out on one earlier by I missed out on it by 100 coins. He went for 400 coins, and then you could probably sell him on for like 2-3k. So you want to be watching out for things like that. So I'm just going to open this back up and go through it again, see what else we can find. So generally when a player has low pace, he's not going to go for anything. So he goes for 300 coins. It's unlikely that you're going to be able to make any money on him, just because nobody wants really slow players. Like, that's just not how FIFA works. Alright, so I wanted to talk to you guys about something that you can run into, especially when you have a little bit more money to be playing with. So what has happened to me is I've kind of just found all of the players that are expiring kind of soon that are worth anything, right? Why I put it at 8,000 coins is because you can reset the search. by changing any one of those three. So you could play with any of the three, but the easiest one to play with to make sure you're still getting the same kind of results is you change 8,000 to 8,100, 8,200, 8,300, and then you just do the same thing. Alright guys, so I've given it some time. I've gone through quite a few. I didn't quite get down to the amount that I wanted to get down, mostly because as soon as I'd get close, the ones that I was listing would sell, and then I would just end up back where I am. So I bought a good number of players that we're going to list up together, probably at least a couple of them, and I'll show you guys a couple. So I've got 3 left that I'm bidding. They're a couple minutes away, but that's okay. We'll work on the rest of them. So if I remember correctly, yep, I bidded on both of them. They've both expired, so I can list him, hopefully, for like 3k, and then 3,500 is what I'm hoping for. And then if I can get him to go, then I should be able to sell the other one too. Most of them are just the minimal profit ones, if I remember. Most. Let's make a bid on him because that is a good deal as well. So we're going to do the same thing that we just did over there. Let's go 3k and then 3,500, and we'll see if we can get some profit on him. You are going for 850, so we will list you for let's say 600 here and then 700 here. List that up. Alright guys, so I listed all of them up just very recently. I just finished listing up the last guy right here. So as you can see, quite a few of them have gone just already, and we're back up to almost 14k with all of these to go still. And then we have a couple who are, I think 3, who I still need to get. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to do a little bit more of this between now and the next episode. In the next episode we should have something brand new, different kind of technique that's going to help us get our team ready. So we're going to work on getting our team ready for next episode. And as always, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.